Hello, friends, and welcome to Chapter 4 of Onward. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. There's so much to this habit. And even though I think I say this with every chapter, this might be the most important one. Really, this might be the crux of the resilience building habits and tools and strategies. And I'm really afraid that it's the one that you won't read, that you'll skim, that you'll skip, the exercises you won't do, because I think it's, first of all, it doesn't quite have the sexy curb appeal as Build Community does. It sounds kind of abstract and, I don't know, even like belonging to that realm of where the term comes from, which is the 1960s and a movement of people. But it's so important. I am recording this in the Santa Cruz Mountains, which is just about an hour and a half away from Oakland. And I've been here for a couple of days on a retreat that is focused on creativity and bravery with two writers whom I love, Elizabeth Gilbert and Cheryl Strayed. And it has been such an opportunity for me to pause and slow down and reflect and be present, and I really needed it. And yesterday, there's a labyrinth here, and I walked through this labyrinth, and I really encourage you to find a labyrinth. I've walked through labyrinths before. Yesterday, I walked through it, and I realized, I sort of started it, and quickly I realized my impatience, like, okay, I want to walk through this, I want to be done with it, I want to come out on the other side with some insights and some learnings, and I just became aware of how often I am not just present in a moment for nothing more than the sake of that moment. And so ironically, I did come out of it with a learning, right? But which was that I don't always need to make meaning or see something as progress or growth. I just need to be there. And the skill in the habit of be here now it's really a very old concept of being in the present moment without judgment, just noticing, without clinging, without wanting the moment to never change or continue. Even that feeling of, I want this moment to end really badly, I'm being present in it, but all of that clinging and desire, that, according to the Buddhists, is what causes our suffering. This is the premise of Buddhism, is that life is painful because life is change, and change is painful, and everything comes and goes, impermanence. And our suffering comes because we cling to it, because we don't want it to change. We want more, we want something different. Be here now is about being aware of the moment, noticing it without wanting to change it. And yes, in this chapter, I'm going to maybe beg you, I can't remember if that's what I wrote, to meditate, because meditation is also a very ancient and non-secular universal way of grounding and connecting with presence. And the meditation I practice is very simple. It's just the focus on the breath. And the amazing thing about that, when you start doing, first of all, is you'll notice that you don't even have to do anything to breathe. Breathing does you. You will breathe without even having to do anything. The meditation skill to cultivate is to notice the breath. And the potential for transformation and perhaps liberation comes in the moment when you notice that your attention has wandered away from the breath and when you bring it back. And it's that moment. Our minds will wander. That's going to happen. When we bring it back to the moment, that's when we have potential for freedom. So the more that we can catch our minds wandering and bring it back, that's it. That's it right there. That's the secret to your resilience. You can practice mindfulness meditation or being here now when you are walking, when you're petting your cat or dog or holding your baby. There's so many ways to practice mindfulness when you eat, when you drink tea or coffee, when you listen to music. What kills mindfulness and being here now is multitasking. So reduce it. In November, I'm going to encourage you to multitask again, so just know that it's coming back. But for October, when you have been multitasking for months, I know you're exhausted. I know that the last month or month and a half feels like it's a decade, which is why this habit comes in October, because I just want you to slow down and sit for 3 minutes or 5 or 10 or 20 a day. And to support you in that end, I'm going to be ramping up my daily check-ins through social media, Instagram, Twitter. Follow me there. I'm going to be posting some more videos to support you in being present. My commitment to meditation comes and goes. There are times in my life when I've been much more regular and consistent, and I've been practicing meditation for it's more than 25 years. It's really, I'm in Santa Cruz, which I mentioned to you, which is where I went to college, and I started college over 30 years ago. In 1987, I started college, and I went to college here in Santa Cruz. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's the important part. And this place represents so much to me. It was the first place in my life that I felt like this is home and I belong here, and I love this area. And it was when I first started learning about meditation, and being here now, this event has made me realize that I've wandered a bit. I need to slow down. There's nothing wrong in my life. And I was worrying that there was. I just have too many emails. That's part of the problem. But there's nothing wrong. I don't need anything different. I really just need to slow down and be present a bit more. I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure there's nothing I really wanted to share with you. It was not my notes, it's my journal. I've been writing a lot. Do one thing. Go back. Pick up your foot, keep your awareness on your breath. These are all like mixed in with my reflections on my labyrinth experience. That's all I wanted to share with you, you guys. Just tell me what I can do to help you to be in this month, in this experience, in this chapter. Tell me what support you need, how I can support you to go through the workbook activities. It's going to be hard. You're not going to necessarily have the immediate results like you might next month, for example, or perhaps that you did last month in Build Community. But I'm telling you, this is the secret. This is it of all the chapters. The last 3 have been building to this, knowing yourself, understanding your emotions, building your community. And on the building community, look, if you meditate with others, it's like an exponential effect. So meditate with one other person, it kind of doubles your impact. Meditate with 3 or 4 or 5. And again, this is not a secular thing. And this is a secular thing. This is not, you can find many approaches. You can find meditations on my website to help you just get grounded and centered and be with what is. Please share your experiences this month. If this video might be helpful to somebody else, please share it with them. And in the comments, if you have any initial responses or reactions to this video, please share them. Those comments help me to support you better. And this is a new practice, welcome to the chapter of the month. And I can't wait to hear how your adventures being here now go.